Welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host Owen, the channel that brings you your team every single day. The channel that brings you all the latest updates and developments on what Ibrox and what is going on with the greatest team in the world. Well, guys, the managerial search continues apace. Apparently, Rangers are, according to the media reports, and I know media reports are something we always have to take with a pinch of salt, preparing a final round of interviews next week. Look, I know we've said don't rush into it. I know we've said don't, we need to get this appointment right. And yes, we do need to get this appointment right. But having said that, I don't think we can go on with an interim team. I do think we need someone in who's going to come in and make a difference to this team, who's going to come in and organise this team. Now, the three candidates that seem to be in the running at this moment in time are Phillipe Clement, Phillipe Clement and Kevin Muscat. These seem to be the three front runners at this moment in time after, thank God, Frank Lampard was ruled out of the running. There are others of names mentioned, Pascal Janssen, who appeared to rule himself out the other day. Now, a man who is fast becoming a fan favourite in terms of this job is Phillipe Clement, the Belgian manager. Someone who has worked in the Belgian league, someone who's worked in the French leagues, so has experience at working in top European leagues. And surely if Rangers are to appoint a manager, it needs to be someone who comes from top European leagues with top experience of actually playing in Europe and playing in a European league. Clement has teams have played in the Champions League. They played Europa League football as well. They are teams that have participated in the Belgian Super League and League strong leagues. You know, Belgian Super League in particular has really sort of transformed itself in the last few years with the emergence of Standard Liège, Club Bruges, Genk, Anderlecht, some very strong teams in there, certainly more of a degree of competition than Scotland to some degree, with those four teams often, and Union Saint-Gilloise as well. Obviously, that's five teams really competing at the top. The other encouraging thing about Clement is he has a good range of experience as a manager. Now, that's again, I think something that Rangers do need, is to bring in someone who has some experience of management. The days of rookie managers, the days of managerial experiments are over for me. You know, Michael Beale, Gio van Bronckhorst, and I know Gio had background at Feyenoord, but was still fairly young in his managerial career, as was Michael Beale. You look at the CV of Phillipe Clement. And what we're going to do in this video, guys, we're going to look at his CV. We're going to look at what he's won. And I'm also going to touch on what style of football you can expect from Phillipe Clement and how that might suit Rangers. So looking at his CV, he started off as the under-21 manager with FC Bruges before becoming caretaker manager at Club Bruges. He was assistant manager to Club Bruges and then caretaker manager at Club Bruges as well. He was assistant manager of former Belgian international goalkeeper Michel Prudhomme and also Juan Carlos Garrido. So he's worked under different managers as well. He was the caretaker manager, like I said, at Club Bruges before getting his first managerial job at Vas Beveren. From there, he was taken up as manager at Genk, who we know are a big European, a big Belgian team and have had some success in Europe. He then became Club Bruges manager. From there, he went to France to be manager at Monaco. He was less successful in his time at Monaco, although finishing 6th last season and then having a pretty much a not great season. Monaco, you kind of take with a pinch of salt. Monaco are one of those clubs that are a bit basket casey. They have a Russian owner who's a bit on the crazy side. They have a team that changes a great deal every single year. They are a selling club. So, you know, you've got to kind of couch that in those terms. We look at his managerial statistics from his time in those jobs. You know, his last three jobs, still over 50% win rate, which is pretty impressive. Beveren, not so, you know, in 22 games, 9 wins, 5 draws, 8 losses, 40%. That was his first job. Beveren, not regarded as a big club in Belgium. From there to Genk, 82 games played, 47 victories, 21 draws, 14 defeats, a 57.3% win ratio. Club Bruges, 129 games, 71 wins, 33 draws, 25 losses, a 55% win ratio for him there. And then obviously at Monaco, you know, where he was sacked, I think a little bit unjustly looking at those statistics there. 39 games, 18 defeats, 18 draws, 19 losses, and a 51.3% 51.3% win percentage. Overall in his career, a 53.7 win percentage, which is, you know, in strong leagues, in those leagues is, you know, fairly impressive. And, I think there's a danger, isn't there, of comparing statistics and, comparing managers' statistics, that you kind of are not comparing like with like. You look at Kevin Muscat, he has a 50% career win rate as a manager, but that obviously is in the A-League and the J-League, which is, I think even Muscat will admit is not as strong as the Belgian Super League and the French League. Even going, I know he's out of the running now, but Frank Lampard, his win rate, his actual managerial statistics in terms of his career win rate was 41.3%. So again, Clement a far superior win percentage. If we take into account Kjetil Knutsen, who I know is a favourite of a lot of managers in a lot of Rangers fans. Personally, don't get him. Don't think he would be a great appointment for Rangers. He has a 55.56% win percentage. But again, like I said, that is managing solely in Norway. And look, the Norwegian league is nowhere near as strong as the Belgian league or the French league. They've managed it for Lingen, Asane and Bodo Glimt. He's only won, 2 trophies and 2 Norwegian league titles, which don't have as much status as the Belgian Super League. We look at what Phillipe Clement has actually won in his time as a manager. Well, he's a 4-time Belgian champion, 3 times with Club Brugge, once with Genk. He's won the Belgian Cup once with Club Brugge. He won the Belgian Super Cup twice as well with Club Brugge as well. So, the guy has won trophies. He knows how to win leagues. He knows how to win cups. He's got an experience of doing that and in a decent league. Knutsen, I know, has won has got Bodo Glimt boxing above their level. But, this is nowhere near a stronger league as the Belgian Super League. You look at what Clement likes to do. Clement plays a 4-2-3-1 formation, very much in line with how Rangers line up. He likes to use width, which obviously may be an issue in his first few months if he does come to Rangers, given the fact that, with Robbie Matondo out injured, Scott Wright useless. Ross McCausland is a decent prospect. Abdallah Sima can play out wide. There is a real lack of wide players, and he would have to find some way to get around that in his initial few months up until January, where, there could be a scope for bringing in a couple of wingers. My concerns around that is the fact that we've never replaced Ryan Kent. We've never really replaced that width. Michael Beale seemingly didn't want to play with wingers, went very narrow, didn't work, and suddenly thought about, I need to play wingers, but oh God, I haven't got any. What do I do? So, that's left us in a bit of up shit creek without a paddle. But there we go. Clement also with the 2 holding midfielders. He likes one holder to sit and one to go and be more creative. And I think that would again suit us as well. You could have someone like, for example, Jack sitting, Raskin goes forward and is more creative. Raskin, I don't think he's a pure sitter. He's more a creative player. Now, Clement and Raskin will know each other from the Belgian Super League. Raskin will be a known quantity to Clement. Clement will be a known quantity to Raskin. And I think the 2 could well play off each other and do a very good job for the club. He likes to go for a high press as well, which is something that works well in this league and I think will work well in Europe as well. And Rangers certainly have players who, coached in the right way and organised in the right way and put into the right position, I think really can figure that one out and play with that good high pressing system. So the tactics Clement brings, he plays an attacking brand of football again, which is something that Rangers fans will want to see after some real negative football over the last 12 months. I think, they're looking at what Clement can bring. He is the person who can bring experience, trophy winning, a good style of football, a style of football that will suit players that we have and players that players we do need to obviously go and build and buy. I think there is a need as well to develop the youth side of it. I think Clement can do that. I think also, the fact that there is a need to build from the back as well. And look, January is probably not the right window to do that. And we've got to kind of sort of bumble through with what we've got until the end of the season. But obviously come the next summer, I think obviously building a back four will be something that Clement could be very good at, being an ex-defender himself, knowing what makes a good defensive player. Well, guys, let me know what you think of Phillipe Clement. Is he your favourite? He's my favourite for the job. I would certainly, personally, Muscat or Clement, I'd happy with both. But if I was choosing one, it would be Phillipe Clement. I think he would be the best person for the job, given the fact that he has good European experience. He's won trophies. He's worked in 2 top leagues. He is a very good manager. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that sub, ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching. As always, 2 things. Number 1, remember to hit the like, and number 2, we are the people.